What's up, animation fans? This is Mason with the Rotoscopers YouTube, and this is my official Disney tag video. So if I could experience any Disney scene, that would be in Rescuers Down Under, where the little kid is riding on the giant sacred gold eagle thingy. I think that would be the scene that I would want to experience for myself. There's a lot of weird scenes in Disney films, there's a lot of weird transformations, I wouldn't want to turn to a frog, or a beast, or anything like that. I just like to kind of glide around in the outback on my giant eagle, In the movie, he seems really fluffy and cuddly, so that's what I would do. Now this experience I will never forget. This was last summer at Hollywood Studios, formerly known as MGM Studios. This was in Orlando. My wife and I went on the Tower of Terror, and I am not scared of heights at all, and I never get really freaked out about theme park rides, but for some reason that day on the Tower of Terror I was totally horrified. I was totally horrified at the Tower of Terror. I don't know why. And I just started, I was screaming like a girl, seriously, on the Tower of Terror. It never happened to me before on any theme park ride. My wife still makes fun of me about it. It's still something we joke about. Phil Collins always makes me think about Disney. I mean, yeah, he did the Tarzan soundtrack, and yes, those are technically not non-Disney songs, but you hear Phil Collins songs on the radio, so that doesn't make them totally Disney, does it? First time I went to a Disney park, I don't remember, because I was 1 or 2. My parents were the cool parents and brought their little baby / toddler to Disneyland, when you wouldn't be able to remember it later. But I've gone plenty of times after that. Obviously I don't remember my first time at Disneyland, but I do remember seeing a photo of my dad wearing a Disneyland hat, and I was wearing one of those goofy hats, like the genie wears at the end of Aladdin. Which of the Disney characters would I choose to be my best friend? That would be Tarzan. I would choose Tarzan. Tarzan would probably know how to skateboard and surf and longboard. He's got that cool, wavy hair thing going on. He's pretty beefy, pretty cool looking. I would choose Tarzan, definitely. My first choice for favorite Disney princess is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She has a lovely singing voice. She is very smart. She reads a lot of books. She knows how to take care of herself, when Maurice is off showing his inventions at Comic-Con or wherever he goes. And also her love story with the Beast is pretty touching. I think it's one of my favorite princess-prince love stories in a Disney film. My other choice for favorite Disney princess would be Vanellope von Schweetz. She does count as a Disney princess in the end, from Wreck-It Ralph. I really like her. First of all, I love her character because she's adorable, but she's also totally nuts. There's a lot of great Disney scenes or parts of Disney movies that just make you want to cry. The one that never fails to get me to tear up is from Meet the Robinsons towards the very end. Actually, the whole last part of the movie is very touching to me. I don't know why, but there's a couple of scenes. There's a line where Wilbur Robinson hugs Louis when they're about to leave each other and says, "I never thought my dad could be my best friend." That's probably one of the most touching parts of a Disney movie for me. And then I also love the scene of Bud and his wife having adopted Louis. At the very end, they show him the observatory that would later become Cornelius Robinson's laboratory before he started Robinson Industries. And so that whole sequence with Rob Thomas, that whole song is just so touching, and it makes me a little tearful. Alright, no joke, the first Disney film I remember seeing was Peter Pan, and weird enough, it was in the theaters, so apparently they used to re-release the Disney classics a lot in theaters, like during the 90s, so don't think that I like grew up in the 60s or anything. But I do remember seeing Peter Pan when it came out, and according to my mom, if you ask her, I did whine and scream and throw a fit until I got to watch it like 5 times in theaters, so I really liked Peter Pan. Favorite Disney movie of all time, that would be The Lion King. If you've listened to the podcast, you know how strongly I feel about The Lion King. It's got amazing characters. Mufasa always blows me away. I love his relationship with Simba. Also has one of the best villains in a Disney movie, in my opinion, Scar. He has his own song. He's evil and he's funny, so it's like the trifecta of Disney villains. Andreas Deja did his animation. It was just perfect. I love the art direction, and I love the production design of The Lion King. And it's shown its longevity because it had, not only did it have all the sequels, but it's had a Broadway show which has been immensely popular and successful. So yeah, I love The Lion King. The soundtrack is amazing. Not just Elton John, but Hans Zimmer's score, and how everything is just very, very African, very fun, but very powerful. I think the movie itself is just a very powerful Disney movie. Alright folks, that is my Disney tag video. Thanks for tuning in. Short and sweet, you know. Make sure to subscribe to the Rotoscopers YouTube channel so that you never miss out on a new video. Also give me a like down there if you like my reviews and my videos, or if you like the Rotoscopers in general. Until next time, you are watching the Rotoscopers YouTube. Also, on that same ride on the Tower of Terror, there was a little, there was like a 7 or 8-year-old girl in the row behind us in the back, kind of to the right of us. And you know when they take the photos on the Tower of Terror, she didn't show up on the photo. Like, her family was there, you could see there was the seats, her mom, her dad, and then her seat was there, and she didn't show up on film. Yeah.